This video is sponsored by Card Kingdom. Go to the link in the description below so they know that I sent you. Alright, before we jump into another ranked draft for War of the Spark, which means it's best of one, I want to remind everyone that my content's sponsored by Card Kingdom. You can go to their website by clicking on their logo below on Twitch, or their link in the description below on YouTube. If you do, they'll know I sent you there, and you can find all kinds of great Magic products there. All right, let's jump into our next draft. Okay, Teferi's pretty good. Now, do I think he's an A-level bomb? No, but he's a really good card. And he can definitely take over games if unchecked, but at worst case, he's like 3 mana, bounce a creature, or artifact or enchantment and draw a card, which is great. It's better than the other, like, you know, we have a couple good removal spells in Wanderer's Strike and Band Together, but those aren't really, you know, no. We'll take Teferi. Ooh, I do love Elite. I haven't gotten to play Elite Guard Mage yet, and while Aven Eternal is monocolored and probably the safer pick, I really want to take the Guard Mage because it's my kind of card. Ravnica at War is too narrow most of the time. It's mostly a sideboard card. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the Guard Mage. Eternal's great, but I want the Guard Mage. So that's what we're going to take. Okay, so Ob Nixilis is pretty nice, but I think in Impact it also has Callous Dismissal, and I already have 2 blue-white cards. I'm happier to take the Dismissal. You know, Sunblade Angel is expensive, but if you can get there, it's a nice late-game creature. This is a pretty weak pack overall, and she probably is just the best card. New Horizons gives you some benefits, but I'll take the Angel. Worst Creature's not bad. We'll definitely have the beginnings of a good blue-white Skies deck. Spark Reaper and Vraska's Finisher are both nice too, but I don't think either of them are enough to make me want to move away from Worst Creature, which is perfectly fine. Okay, so Centaur Nurturer, a card that, you know, we could end up going a different color pair and using it to help us splash our 2 cards, like blue, like if we go green-white or green-blue, for example. Skulker's decent. Tidebearer Giant is too. I'm kind of thinking about the Nurturer and going like 3 or 4 color green. Skulker's nice, but I do think the upside for the Nurturer is a little higher, so let's see if we can make that work. Okay, so Bond of Discipline's here, which is nice. When most of your creatures are evasive, it's not quite as useful, but we don't know that all our creatures will be. Thundering Ceratok and Invading Manticore are both fine too. Nice top-of-the-curve creatures. I'm kind of leaning towards Bond. Maybe I shouldn't be. I mean, I think having 1 copy of them is great, of a Bond of Discipline is great, but I'm not convinced that's what we want to do here. I'll do it. Okay, so here I think we take a Stinger. This pack's not especially good for anybody. We will take a Bulwark Giant. Here we'll take a No Escape. The Bond, I mean, I think people underrate it. I think it's, I mean, we just lost to it, for one thing. But for another thing, I think it's closer to Cosmotronic Wave than people give it credit for. That's, to me, a good comparison. It's not as good, but it's fine. I mean, it gets close to being as good. So do we want Totally Lost or Crawl Stinger? Totally Lost seems all right to me. Arboreal Grazer is pretty horrible, Dermot. I am not on Arboreal Grazer basically ever. Naga Eternal. Ah, darn, I should have taken the sideboard card. Hey, we got one anyway. Okay, so interesting. This pack is strong. Storev's good. Death Sprout's good. Band Together's good. Ob Nixilis' Cruelty's good. These are all things you first pick sometimes. Death Sprout, yeah. This pack. So The blue-white cards here are okay. I mean, we have Kiora's Dam Breaker, which is perfectly fine. But I think Band Together is significantly better. If these weren't double black, I'd consider maybe taking them and trying to splash them. Ob Nixilis' Cruelty is probably just the best card in this pack, but I don't think we're super likely to end up in black. So I think I'm just going to take the removal spell in Band Together. I do love that Electromancer. Okay, this pack's another nice one. So Ugin's Conjurant is nice. One thing that's nice about it is we'll know we'll play it everywhere. Tamio's Epiphany is really good. Band Together and Pollen Bright Druid are both pretty good as well. I'm kind of leaning towards Conjurant. I think it's pretty underrated, although I think that's changing because I've seen other people say it's underrated, and the more people say something's underrated, the less underrated it gets. But I think it is what we want here, just because there's some uncertainty about what we're doing exactly, and it doesn't care that we're uncertain. Okay, so Divine Arrow's nice. Yeah, I kind of see us going green-white, splashing blue for Guard Mage and Teferi Time Raveler at this point, the longer this draft seems to go. And I think we want, yeah, the Divine Arrow. There's another Leyline Prowler, which makes us wish we were black-green and splashing. Though it would be pretty hard to splash those two. Jaya's Greeting's really good. You know, Domri's Ambush is really good. White cards here, nothing special. I think I'd rather have a Transmutation. Though, if we're splashing blue, we're probably not going to bother with it. But it's still entirely possible we just end up blue-white, I think. And these, you know, we're not giving up a lot for it, so that's what we'll do. So another War Screecher or another No Escape? I think War Screecher. Okay, well, Merfolk Skydiver really wants to push us into blue-green, and I think I might let it do that. New Horizons, we could take it, and then we're more likely to be able to splash our two powerful blue-white cards. But I think Merfolk Skydiver is good enough that I'm being pushed into that direction, rather than taking one of these perfectly reasonable green cards. Yeah, let's take the Skydiver. See what happens from here. So another Divine Arrow, but Vivian's Grizzly's fine too. Okay, Snare Spinner over these white cards works for me. I've been pretty unimpressed with Transmutation for the most part, mostly because it's horrible against +1/+1 counters and armies. I mean, I think it's still good. It's solid. It's just not anywhere close to premium removal. And most of the time, I don't think it's worth splashing either. Although, as a sideboard card, it's not too bad of a splash. I'll take another Totally Lost. Here we'll take a Martyr. No, we won't. Yeah, will we? Do we want it more than Crushed Descent? Because we could still end up in white. Yeah, we'll take the Martyr. Okay. Alright, I don't hate a super late Ward Scale Crocodile. It could be worse. Okay. So, is this pack finally going to push us in a direction? Are we green-blue? Splashing white? Or do we want to do something else entirely? Yeah, that's crazy. 10th pick, Skydiver. So our white cards, apart from these two really good ones, aren't that good. I mean, Divine Arrow's nice, but, like, I think we can cut Martyr for the Cause, and War Screechers, and Bond of Discipline, and Bulwark Giant, and even Sunblade Angel, and not really feel bad about it. We do want to try to splash these. But yeah, there is a Pledge of Unity, which is incredibly good, but it would involve us going back to more of a green-white deck, which we could still do. The problem with the green-white deck, well, I guess we could splash blue in it. And what are we giving up if we go there? Not a ton. We still can play these off a splash, so maybe we do want the Pledge. I mean, I'm kind of leaning a little on Aven Eternal, just because I think it's more likely that we get to play it, so I think I'm just going to go with the Eternal. Yeah, we can splash green-white cards, that's for sure. right now we don't actually have the fixing for it, is what makes me a little nervous about it. We have one source of fixing. We would probably need at least one more to feel super confident about running so many cards that are white. But it is a really good one. All right, you guys talk me into it. We'll do it. So there's a Gateway Plaza here and a Centaur Nurturer, etc. But there's also a Kasmina, so I think we just take her. Yeah. Sorry, fixing. Ooh, Paradise Druid. That's exactly the kind of thing we want. Fixing. Yeah, I mean, there are some other good cards here. Epiphany, Dismissal, but we want the Druid most of all. Okay, so here we've got Evolution Sage, which I think is definitely the pick. It's going to be particularly strong with Pledge of Unity. Yeah, so I'll take Evolution Sage for sure. Okay, Centaur Nurturer. We're getting there on the fixing, so I have a sigh of relief for splashing white now, I think. Probably don't need to play Divine Arrow, but we can play Pledge into an Elite Guard Mage into Fairy and feel pretty good about it. I think we want Forced Landing for our sideboard. Okay, so Pollen Bright Druid's probably going to be our best card, the best of these cards in our deck. At this point, it's not like we have a million +1/+1 counters, but we have a few, and, you know, worst case scenario, it's a 2-mana 2/2. Augur of Bolas won't hit enough things. Erratic Visionary is okay, but I think Pollen Bright will be better. Do we want a Thunder Drake more than we want a Snare Spinner? I don't think it's a bad plan to take a Thunder Drake. Yeah, we'll take a Thunder Drake over Snare Spinner. We could also think about the big guy, but I think the evasion's better. Okay, so Spellkeeper Weird may or may not make the cut for us, but it's a decent card, so we'll see. So another No Escape or a Snare Spinner. We're pretty well set on 2-drops. So I'm going to go with No Escape. Okay, so do we want a second Transmutation? Which you can see, you know, it isn't valued very highly on Arena, and I don't think it's valued as highly as it was at the beginning on in paper either. I do still feel like it's a removal spell, but Vivian's Grizzly is a nice mana sink. Yeah, we'll take the Transmutation. Removal's hard to say no to. So Relentless Advance or Sky Theater Strix. I feel like Advance will be more useful in our deck. Don't think we want Nissa's Triumph, but... Alright, this deck ended up looking pretty solid, I think, in the end. We picked up enough fixing to splash 3 really powerful white cards. We need to cut a few things. And we definitely don't need to run 4 planes. I think we'll probably run... We might run 2, we'll see. So, Spellkeeper Weird. I think we cut 1 Totally Lost and Spellkeeper Weird to start things off here. After that, we could go down to 1 Transmutation. We could lose Relentless Advance. We could go down to 1 No Escape, which I don't hate. Yeah, I think having a second No Escape to side in is probably pretty good. We could also just lose both Totally Losts for what it's worth. You can just keep 2 No Escapes in the deck. That's probably better for our mana base. Do we really want Ward Scale Crocodile? We have a few ways of putting counters on him, but probably not enough. So actually, I think we lose the Crocodile. And this is what we're looking at. I think because we have 2 Centaur Nurturers and a Pollen Bright Druid, we can get away with 2 planes. Yeah. Yep, I think that works well. So, lands. feel like we need green more than we need because it has our fixing, so I think we're going to go with 8-7-2, which isn't a mana base I'm pumped about, I have to say, but I think it's worth it for the powerful white cards that we want to play. So I think we stick with that. And yeah, this deck looks better than the first one from today, so see if it plays better. No green mana, weirdly, but I think that's probably okay. If we can play Teferi on turn 3 and they have, let's say, one creature in play, we can really, really find ourselves ahead of our opponent. Okay, and it looks like we might achieve that. Basically, if we can go Teferi, bounce your guy. All right, well, now the question is, do we want to play Teferi? And then be able to protect him later. I think we probably still want to play him. Like, the higher we can get his loyalty, the better. Turning off all their... Yeah, we'll play Teferi.
You show remorse, I'll show restraint. That's more like it.
They may have the Elder Spell, which would be kind of hilarious, but...
Dealing with you would be easier.
So... We're not especially desperate for Centaur Nurturer anymore, so I think we'll pitch it. He can't bounce Planeswalkers, unfortunately. So... I could leave up... I could leave up No Escape, but because I have Teferi in play, I'm not that worried. God, if they Elder Spell him right now, it would be really sad if they Elder Spelled him. Elder Spell him, get to 7 loyalty. Okay, so we will kill Davriel, hopefully. Yeah.
Good luck with your little duel.
Oh yeah, I should use this ability. Oh yeah, never mind, it doesn't make a difference. Alright, so now we play our Guard Mage. Well, luckily we can bounce him, and we can actually kill him later. Kasmina's Transmutation actually pretty good against him. There are some things in this format it's not so good against. That's not one of them. So I think we do want to play our Stinger. Obviously it's really good with Band Together. Man, if they play a scary Planeswalker here, we might be in trouble. They do not. Okay, so... I could use Band Together here and then just leave up No Escape. And then use his +1... I could also just bounce him, but I think... I don't hate the idea of killing him. I feel like we're in good shape almost no matter what we do. Yeah, they're tapped out, so I think I'm going to go for Band Together here. And then we'll +1.
This might be a bad idea.
No Escape, a Planeswalker, if that's what they play. If they just play a creature, Of course, that is a creature that draws them things. Yeah, okay, we'll no escape it. I don't really want them to draw cards. Well, we've got a nice mana sink over here.
Here goes nothing.
Should we just use this ability now? We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. It could actually do something. So I think I will. Alright. End our turn. They're trying to get a lot of mana going. That's for sure. So we'll use this. So 5, 6, 7 mana. Yep, Teferi gets you there when you play him on turn 3 most of the time. Yep, I think this is a keep. It's not an exciting hand, but... it is a hand. Okay, so... glad you enjoyed the new video, Jay Dorfer. Yeah, it's an interesting series for sure. I enjoy doing it. Now that I have the time to, at least for the next few months. Alright, looks like we're just going to do some early beatdown here. So, we can play around, who's it? No Escape. And I think it's probably worth it to do it. I mean, it's not like Centaur Nurturer does enough for us right here. Of course, I guess we could say the same thing and say, let's try out a counterspell. So that a later spell that's more impactful can resolve. It's kind of funny we keep drawing one of our planeses and Centaur Nurturer doesn't become that relevant. Yeah, there's the No Escape we suspected. I think trading 1 for 1 there doesn't feel bad at all. So, I mean, if I were trying to play around it with some big bomb, that'd be another issue, but we weren't. Well, luckily we can kill Angrath right away. That's what you want to do here, is go Totally Lost on this zombie. And then attack Angrath.
The fire's out, but the embers burn on.
Unfortunately, we don't take away a draw from them, but I think that's better than bouncing Angrath with Totally Lost. Ooh. Okay. I think we attack with both of these. Depending on how they block, we may or may not use Pledge of Unity. If they block like that, I think we use Pledge of Unity. Yeah. Tithebreaker Giant time, maybe. I wish it was a Tithebreaker Giant. Well, now we're done attacking. I don't think it's worth going for the double block just yet. I think we just take 4 pretty readily. That's not good. Neither is that. Those are some scary cards they just played. Okay, well, I can turn off one of them. And I think we want to before they start drawing cards with their Soul Diviner. They still have Saheeli in play, though, so that's no fun. Interesting. Just what I was hoping for. Where's Teferi when you need him? God, I just realized during the draft I mentioned sideboard cards like that. It's actually a thing here. It's easy to forget. Alright, so I do think we block. Ooh. Well. How about that? We can already proliferate. So that's great. That was a really good draw. We have a great mana sink. Let's hope it stays alive. Kind of looking like it might not, which is annoying. But what are you going to do? The last deck was 2 and 3. So your prediction was a little off. Mine was correct that time. I mean, I'm just taking a hit here. Yeah, I mean, there is no reason to risk anything we have going on over here when we can proliferate every turn. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if we play Relentless Advance, we can't also proliferate, but I think that's probably okay for a turn. Yeah. And yeah, so I think we end our turn again. We're going to have to take a few hits here potentially, but I feel like proliferating every turn is going to get us there. Alright, so you're going to attack me with 2 2/3s. Well, that's not good. This is going to hurt. Alright, so we have to chump block this. I could consider double blocking it, but I don't think it's worth it. We'll go to 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this gives us 9. This gives us 10 mana, so we can actually proliferate twice right now. So that's pretty nice. Ooh, they get to keep the counter. That's kind of cool. That 7/7 is still an issue. Even proliferating twice. Alright, well, we're going to take it. Problem is, they can go so wide on us right now. I think we die despite our embarrassment of riches when it comes to proliferate. Yeah, I needed to draw something like Teferi. 6, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I needed to draw Teferi, and as it stands, I think we're just dead, but I guess we'll make them do it. Yeah, too little, too late, basically. We're running 17 lands. I think with the number of mana sinks we have, it's pretty reasonable. And I think one game saying this we have too much mana in our deck based on one game is problematic. So hopefully they realize they can... I mean, hopefully they don't realize they can kill us, but I think they will. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's... Now I'm real dead. On to game 2. If we draw green mana, this is great. But that's an if that I don't like. Yeah, we'll mulligan. I'd rather be on this end of it, I guess, than where we were. Okay. Probably going to no escape something on turn 3, because that's when we'll have the mana available for it. I haven't been impressed with this card very much. Let's see what they get out of it. Should we hold on to no escape for that? That may be the right thing to do, now that we know they have it. See if they play on turn 3. Yeah, now we get to do that. We will end our turn, leave up mana for no escape, because Vraska is nasty. Don't want that. Alright, so I think we attack and then play a 5/5 Conjurant. Always worth remembering that you can sort of combo Kasmina's Transmutation with the Conjurant to make it a 6/6, whose ability that is usually a negative one doesn't matter anymore. So that's pretty nice, but obviously not where we're going. Wonder what they have going on in their hand over there. Is Bond of Discipline the red one or the white one? I think they're both okay finishers. So I'm hoping they just play some huge guy I can slap Transmutation on. That works too. Okay. So we can actually bounce Dreadhorde Invasion. Question is whether it's worth doing. Or whether I'd rather just attack for 8 here and then hold on to Teferi as a removal spell, essentially. I guess if I bounce it, it means they have to wait another turn to add a creature to the board. Yeah, the red one, well, it's like, yeah, it also does 2 damage to something. So yeah, I think the white one's fine. We lost to it earlier today, and I think it's a lot like Cosmotronic Wave type effect. So I think we probably want to play Teferi, so we're going to just attack for 6 here. So then we'll play Teferi. And you know, I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna let them do their Dreadhorde Invasion thing, which, you know, does hurt them. So there's that. Yep, that makes it bigger. Luckily we can bounce it, so we don't care. Hey, I think we still go for the kill here. It's tempting, yeah. To say it's tempting to play the Guard Mage just because we can, but we need to swing for lethal, I think. Rank up. On our way. Yeah, Guard Mage is great. Definitely worth the splash. Especially when you're also splashing 2 other good white cards. Yeah, that's a good hand. I do not want to play a 1/1 Conjurant. Thank you for the suggestion, though. Player Druid. I'd probably play a 4/4 Conjurant on my next turn. Or I could play Relentless Advance instead. Yeah, I think 4/4 Conjurant's pretty good here. We have Teferi, who you saw in the last game. And we also have... Ooh, that's not good. We got to make sure that they aren't able to use that. What do we also have? We also have the Pledge of Allegiance, Pledge of Loyalty. The 1 green-white, put a +1/+1 counter on everything card. That's what we have. So, yeah, I'll attack them with my Conjurant. I'll take 4. That works for me. And I think we want to play Thunder Drake. Let's get Evasive. Yeah, Pledge of Unity. That's it. That's it. Card names. So, I was kind of hoping we draw a land there. So let's attack with both of these. I think we're okay with that. I think we play Relentless Advance next. Hey, we can't totally lost that. Unfortunately for us. Okay, well, we're just gonna attack for 2. Leave up mana for a bunch of instants. One way or another, we will do something with an instant, so... I think Karn's Bastion's really strong. It's a great mana sink. It's kind of like our Skydiver, but better, because it can play it in more decks. So yeah. Ooh, that's not good. I can still double block him, but... yeah. If they have a trick, it's really not good. Okay. So, do we bother using Band Together here to kill this Pollen Bright Druid? Actually, I actually don't think we do now. Maybe we do. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, that's not good. That's not bad, though. More mana. We could really use some more of that. I think going wide is probably a good idea, given what we have going on. So then we'll attack with Thunder Drake. And end our turn. Yeah, you come back. And you proliferate, I'm sure. That's actually kind of obnoxious right now. I kind of hope they just attack me here. With the Crocodile. Hey, mana. Okay. I don't think it's worth using Kasmina's Transmutation on your army about 99% of the time. Sure, it makes it a 4/4, but I just used a card to add 1 power to my creature, and it's 1 power that's not particularly relevant. Yeah, I can transmute the Grazer. I'm considering it. I'm also considering just attacking with everything. And using Pledge of Unity to blow them out. Because the only good blocks they really have are with the Crocodile. So... yep, I can Kasmina and Pledge. Yeah, that's tempting. The question is whether... I think I would still put it on my opponent's creature before I put it on my own. And I think that means I'm putting it on Pollen Bright. Oh, no, that was stupid. After I clicked, I realized how stupid that was. Yay. Okay, so... we are still going to attack with everything. 8/11, yeah, it's worth attacking with everything. That was a mistake. Oh, so is this. That's better. Alright, so Pledge of Unity. Yeah, that was not good. Definitely should have put the Transmutation on the Nurturer. Oh, God. Totally Lost, still a pretty good card here. So we do have that going for us. And we have no escape, too, which certainly doesn't hurt. We have them on a 3-turn clock. And we can disrupt a lot of things they want to do. Dovin's actually a problem here. So I'm actually going to no escape him. Because he can turn off our only creature that does anything. Ooh, that's real good here. Since the Stinger can block the Death Touch, with Death Touch, I'm trying to say. Yeah, we'll take 9. 9 feels good. Okay, so... we attack again. Play our Stinger. Yeah, this is the kind of board state where Dovin is a real pain. Okay. What are you gonna do? Proliferate? Does that mean we just win thanks to Totally Lost? Ooh, now we definitely win. Okay, so... yeah, we go Callous Dismissal on Nurturer. Oh yeah, we can't do all of it though, because I'm dumb. Yeah, we need 1 more mana. But I think that's still a pretty good move. And then it lets us attack with basically everything. They are tapped out, so... we just need 8 damage to get through. They'll take 4 from this. They do have 2 blockers. So... it's actually not really worth it. It's actually not really worth attacking with them all. I think it's safer to just get in with the Thunder Drake here. Yeah. I also just bounced a card that gains them life, so I'm smart. I am making some bad mistakes in this match, this game. Alright, so we're going to block there. And I'm also kind of feeling fine about this double block. Maybe it's better to go... no, yeah, let's... okay. I think we're going to overcome my punts here. The 1 card we have in our hand being Totally Lost is nice. Yeah, well, we got there despite stupid misplays regarding Kasmina's Transmutation. We were in good enough shape that it was a good time to make misplays if you're going to make them. That's it for this draft. We've made all our misplays. Now we need to not make them at a time when it loses us the game. This looks like a solid keep to me, especially on the play. So, do I offer up the trade here? Do I use Callous Dismissal here? I don't think I really want to use Band Together here. I think I just attack. Yeah. Yeah, that works. If we can set up Kasmina to be left alone, I think that's pretty good. Interesting. Okay, yep, we'll play Kasmina here. And, Evolution Sage, huh? Yeah, I guess I'll get rid of Relentless Advance. We won't attack. Okay. So I think we play Evolution Sage here. Yeah. Then we play a land. Then we use her ability. Then we discard a land. Then I think we Callous Dismissal the guy they just paid a bunch of mana for. I guess Callous Dismissaling would have netted me another counter. Was there a way for me to do that, though? No, because I needed the mana to play... Yeah. There probably was a way for me to get more out of that. So if they just replay that Ceratok, I think we're in pretty great shape. Like, if that's their plan here, we're all for it. Looks like they might be killing something. Which I'm guessing would be Evolution Sage. They do have to pay extra mana to kill something, because Kasmina's crazy. That's okay if they kill our Sage. They have to pay extra mana to do it, and we already got one loyalty counter out of the deal. So, I'm not too upset about it. Especially if it's a 1-for-1. Yeah, that's what we wanted them to do, really. Too bad we don't have all the mana in the world. So I can use Pledge of Unity to kill either of them, thanks to Crawl Stinger. Do I use Kasmina's ability one last time here? Let her die. Maybe hit a Plains. Yeah, we have no white, but we could draw it with Kasmina. Yeah, I think we do it again. I mean, it's really tempting. Yeah, Banded Together is affected by Death Touch. We're gonna do it. Okay. Well, that was easy. So, I think we kill the big boy over there. And then I think we attack with both of those. If they want to trade for Evolution Sage, I don't think we're upset about it. Ooh. What are they going to do with their 1 mana here? I don't think I'm going to like it. Okay, didn't do anything with it. So this is a great board for Pledge of Unity. We just need to draw white mana. And then hopefully we can be in business. Yeah, I think they may have Giant Growth and they seriously considered playing it there. That's not good. Neither is that. Okay. So I think we have to kill her, which means we have to send everything at her. But I guess that's okay.
Back to the woods.
Hold on to this land. Let's hope they don't have an Aid the Fallen. That would be a nightmare. Yeah, we haven't drawn any of our sources of white. I was wondering if one of them had died. We need to draw white mana and then all our white cards. In that order, not the other way around. We did dig pretty deep into our deck thanks to Kasmina, so... Hey, there's the green mana I wanted. Pledge of Unity is gonna be pretty nice. Probably. And it's green mana that's protected. That doesn't hurt right now. I mean, white mana. What we want them to do is play another smallish creature. We don't want them to proliferate or anything. If they do, we'll have to use Pledge of Unity less aggressively, which is still not a bad thing, really. But I'd prefer not to use it defensively or at the end of their turn or whatever. But sometimes you got to. They've been considering killing things a lot. Maybe they're just looking at our creatures, I guess. But they have me convinced that they're thinking about killing our creatures. That's my, that's what I've concluded. Thank you for the follow, Austin Barnes. Ugh. That's okay with me. Okay. Well, I think we may have to use Pledge of Unity defensively. If I attack with everything here, it doesn't seem great. Like, I guess it doesn't seem bad either. And I can still leave up no escape on their turn. But, like, they can just kill a couple of these guys. I think it's better to wait to use it. It's going to be good for a while. And we have no escape, too. So I think we just wait. I think we wait him out here. We're ready to counter any problematic creature or planeswalker. And then we can even use Pledge of Unity at the end of their turn. Depending on how things are set up for us. Alright, looks like they're not doing anything, which works for me. We are going to end our turn. I wish they were lower, then I'd be more reckless here, but with the amount of life they have, I don't think I can afford to be. I think they got Aid the Fallen. Luckily, we can counter Arlinn when she comes back, but they do get back Leyline Prowler or their 4/5 or something, too, so... I mean, it's not great news, but it looks like Aid the Fallen to me. Yeah. So they can't actually play Arlinn right away unless they also have a land. They do. Yeah, so we're going to no escape her. You are a creature. That part doesn't hurt. I think it may be time for Pledge of Unity now, sadly. I don't think I want that. I need to draw something better. Alright, so yeah, we'll use Pledge of Unity here. Well, that makes things interesting. So I could bounce the wolf and attack with everything. That's a pretty big hit. Then these things can do nothing better than trade. Yeah, I mean, it's also tempting to just hold on to Totally Lost to kill the Ceratok, so... I mean, to make them draw it again, at least. How do I hold on to priority? I never do it. Yeah, we'll attack. I think that works for me. I should have Totally Lost before. I can still do it, but obviously I don't get in for damage. But I actually think just getting in here for 8 and killing both of these is fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think I am satisfied with that because if they pay their mana for this, I can just Totally Lost it at the end of their turn and then get in another nice attack. I'm going to need some help from somewhere. Ooh. Same thing applies, but especially... Oh, man, that's beautiful. Is that beautiful or what? Get out of here. Now we have them in a pretty precarious situation. They have to block one of these. Of course... Oh, no, they don't, actually. So we'll just attack with the 2/3s. They could just block this, so... We're gonna need a little bit of help to finish this off, I think. So hopefully we get it. We know they're gonna draw Mowu, so... Four, 8. So if they have another land, they can actually play both of them, which may help them turn the corner. Crap baskets. Well, that's the end of that. Luckily, we have a while to find, like, an evasive creature. We have a while to find a way out of this. Since we're at 25, you know, we can try to find our way out of this. They can't really attack us especially aggressively. Let's hope they don't put a bunch of counters on him now. Oh, that's good. Works for me. So I think we used Teferi to bounce the Ceratok.
Trust me. You'll thank me later. I've got time.
Ooh, drawing no escape off of that is pretty nasty. Then we attack with this. Do they go to 2? Or do they have a way to put a counter on him that will make me want to kill myself? Let's hope not. Okay, that works out pretty well. We've got no escape ready to go for Mr. Ceratok. Yeah, so we'll no escape him. And we don't want to draw an island. Yeah, Kazmina definitely kept us in this game.
Trust me, I have a plan.
And there's her transmutation to deal with most problems that aren't giant armies. That's pretty obnoxious when you have Teferi in play. Ugh. Well, Teferi. Ooh, nice draw. So, is it worth taking away this guy's menace? Probably. Let's draw a card first and find out. Well, we're definitely plus one-ing.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
Yeah, I mean, I think we go Grizzly. And, yeah, transmutation. To keep Teferi alive and capable of bouncing something. Dang. Well, that's not going to kill me. Not when they're at 3. Teferi gets us there. Alright, I'll be right back, and then we will resume. Yeah, I think this is a keep. I mean, we don't have blue mana, and that's kind of weird, but we can play the other 3 cards, and we actually do have blue mana in Centaur Nurturer. So yeah. Looks like a solid hand to me. Okay. Don't have anything until turn 3, but that's probably okay. Let's hope they whiff. You always want them to whiff. I don't think they did, though. Nope, they got a no escape. It's always nice to know your opponent has no escape, you know? I think I still play the Grizzly. Well, that's not ideal. We do have spiders running around in our deck. Well, plus Thunder Drake. So I think we attack with our Grizzly here. I would be happy to trade it for the Pegasus. So I'm kind of hoping they just don't block, but okay. In that case, we're going to play Thunder Drake. Totally lost. Ooh. I'm jealous. Okay, so we're up to 5 now. 5 means we can play Nurturer. Or no, it means we can put Pledge of Unity and Paradise Druid, but I don't think we really want to do that. Paradise Druid, then Pledge of Unity. I mean, it would make Thunder Drake pretty big, but I think I'm just going to play our Nurturer. We have the extra mana lying around, so might as well. It'll also make it easier in the future for Thunder Drake to get big enough. Bigger, anyway. Right, so they've got no escape mana up, of course. So we don't want to be trying to play Kasmina here. I think we play Paradise Druid. Do I also just want to play Pledge of Unity now? Pledge of Unity will make Thunder Drake a 4/5. I mean, everybody else will be big, too. But Pledge of Unity can't be countered by no escape, so I think it's worth using. Granted, it would be nice to get Kasmina going and then use it, but I think with this board state, I can just attack with everything and plan on using my Pledge. Even if they double block Thunder Drake, it's not going to kill him, so... yeah. I think it's really worth it here. Especially if no escape is their plan A, you know? If no escape's plan A here, they're in trouble. If they can do something else to us, that might be nice for them, but... they can't. So we just really blow them out there. We've got Totally Lost and Kasmina ready to go. Another Erratic Visionary does not strike fear into me. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so I think we go Transmutation on Pegasus. And then what? Definitely attack with this. We have the mana to use this right now, and I think just holding back our mana to do that and attacking for 4 in the air seems pretty good to me. We can actually also use Totally Lost if that comes up, so that doesn't hurt either. Yeah. We could have tried to play 2 spells, but don't think we needed to. Okay, so is Totally Losting something here worth it, or is using this ability worth it? I think I'm just going to use this ability. Basically scries an island to the bottom of our library. Okay, so they continue to have mana up for no escape. I think we just continue to play around that fact because we can't afford to. I mean, we're in way better shape than they are on the board. So we can just keep attacking them. We can hold up Totally Lost. We can hold up our activated ability, and I think that's the best thing to do on this board state. So I could... no, I can't. Neither of you are instants. Wonder what's on top of my library. They know the answer. So I think I'd probably hold on to and wait to use Totally Lost until they decide to double block my guy. Although, yeah. Hey, there's our no escape. 3, 4, 5. I can actually 3, 4, 5, 6. I can actually cast both now. So I kind of need to decide which one I would rather lose, I guess. We definitely just attack with Thunder Drake here and see what our opponent decides to do. Yeah, if they just take 4, I think we're cool with that. Is the Guard Mage actually better here, or is Kasmina? They're both pretty good. I guess the guard mage probably... Decisions. I could also just keep holding back the way we have, of course. But I think getting that counterspell out of the way and still getting to resolve something is pretty good. So let's play Kasmina here. See what happens. I mean, I think we know what happens, but... yeah. Yeah, there's probably an argument to be made that for that. Ooh, yeah. My Thunder Drake got bigger. I should have thought about that. We do now have 7 damage in the air. Okay, well, that's not good. Now we got to find another way to win. Yeah, now Kasmina definitely feels like she would have been better. I mean, I think we keep doing kind of what we were doing, sinking mana into Vivian's Grizzly. I guess I can use its ability once now. Yeah, so we'll use it once now. And yeah, we'll play another Nurturer. And we'll end our turn. They missed. That's always nice when they miss. What are you saying GG's for, Dolce? This game's not over. Anyway, either way. We both have mana sync abilities. The annoying thing... Ooh, Planeswalkers... I do get to hit Planeswalkers off the Grizzly, so Teferi would do it. Though Teferi's not gonna, like, win us the game this time around super easily. Oh, no. That's not good. That is not good. So I could bounce the God Eternal, but it doesn't really seem worth it to me. So we can do it again. Don't hate putting 2 lands on the bottom. I do when I draw another land anyway. Ooh. Now things get a little interesting, at least. It's an even better mana sink. Maybe I should just be casting Totally Lost to prevent that trigger. See what our opponent does, if they do anything at the end of our turn. Their trigger's gonna miss. I'm not gonna bother with bouncing it right this second. Oh my god. They say their trigger's gonna miss. And they hit Tamio's Epiphany. That's what I deserve. So the good news we do have going for us is that we can make our guard mage massive, but the bad news is they can cast Tamio's Epiphany like 4 times, so, you know, it's whatever. The reason I kind of want to hold on to Totally Lost, I mean, I definitely just take 4 here. There's no reason to risk to try to kill that thing or anything like that when we can proliferate 1,000,000 times. Roughly 1,000,000 times. Okay. Okay. How much mana do we have? We have 3 creature mana. Oh, yeah, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I'm 1 mana away from being able to proliferate 3 times. I can only proliferate twice right now. If I use Totally Lost on this Enforcer Griffin and attack, they can go to 1, I guess. I feel like we can wait. Though, the more we wait, the more they can be hitting cards with this. And they just scryed, too, so... maybe I should just be putting Kefnet on top of their library. Yeah. I kind of feel like I have to put Kefnet on top of their library. Okay, and then we'll end our turn. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. This is going to be a long game, I think. It's already been kind of long. Yeah, that Scry 4 plus Tamio is kind of a nightmare. I mean, not Tamio, Kefnet. It's kind of a nightmare. Thank you for the follow, the Paxos. Ooh. Interesting. Interesting. Proliferate and attack next turn. Yeah, I feel like that has some serious potential to mess up their board. I definitely play Teferi. See if he gets countered. No.
I know my responsibility.
Bounce Kefnet. So what happens if I attack with everything here? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can proliferate once. I can proliferate more if I leave back a couple mana creatures. So I don't think proliferating and attacking with everything is great. See you later, Zach. Thanks for stopping by. I think we have to wait it out a little longer. And I think we can afford to wait it out a little longer. See what we draw for this Teferi trigger. Hi, Pistol Whip. That's cool. Did I beat you? That was a pretty good deck, but I think I lost to somebody. Right? Wasn't it 5-1? Is my opponent like rage quitting because I don't let them keep their Kefnet in play and because we're like on the verge of...
Let's try this.
Ah, we don't get to draw the extra card. That's okay. The bouncing is still worth it. So like if I attack here, what kind of blocks can they set up? Are any of them any good? Like that's the question here. That is the question here. Do they have good blocks? Like, if I attack with Nurture and Vivian's Grizzly, I can make them both be a 6/8 and a 6/9. Or 7, yeah, 6/8. A 6/7 and a 6/8, respectively. You know, I think this gives me a really good chance to thin out their board. Three, 4. Yeah, I can only proliferate once anyway, right? 7. Oh, I guess I can proliferate twice at the end of their turn if I decided not to attack them. We're both taking our time. It's a complicated board state. Thank you for the follow, Chaos Raid. So, comes down to this. Do I hold up mana to proliferate 2 times at the end of their turn, or do I just attack now, thinning out their board? What does chat think? It's a hard decision. I think just attacking with the Grizzly means I can proliferate twice, so let's go for it. Nice. Dropping them to 2 is good news. Are they just gone? So I can still proliferate twice. I probably should have done it there. They would have been dead if I did it there. But who knew they weren't going to block? I didn't. It went so fast I didn't know they were weren't going to block. Yeah, I should have proliferated in response to no blocks. It just didn't seem like a possibility to me. And so I made a dumb mistake. I clicked through before just because I assumed something would get thrown in front of it. I mean, there's no reason for them not to block with, like, their trusted Pegasus, you know? I think it looks like they're gone. I think they are frustrated that we bounced their friend twice. Kefnet, that is. Yeah, if I alpha next turn, I'm pretty sure they're dead. Alright, so proliferate. And proliferate. Oh, I wish I had a land. Okay, so let us bounce the big guy here. And then we'll attack with everything. We're at 29, so we can really afford to do it anyway. Most of our creatures won't die. I can proliferate twice with this stuff, so... They're making us wait this out. You know, the one thing I think I'm not going to attack with, just to be safe, is our Skydiver. Okay, they're gone. Whew. Yeah, you might be right about that, T-Bum. Static ability definitely could have mattered there. Didn't even cross my mind. But you're probably right. No green mana again? I mean, I think this is still keepable because we can play everything else, but man, that's annoying. It's like, how much green mana do we have? Plenty. Ugin's Conjurant can't be tapped by Law-Rune Enforcer, so that's pretty funny. I think Kasmina or Saheeli has the best static ability. Like, for Saheeli, most of her value comes from her static ability. Yeah, we're gonna get beaten down a little bit here early. Worth playing Druid? Or leaving up no escape? I think it's worth playing the Druid. Does mean we take 3 damage to the face here, but that's okay, I think. Dang. I actually think playing a 5/5 Conjurant here is the move. These guys, yeah. Yeah. Can't be tapped down. Kasmina's not as good right now. She can't be protected as super effectively, so... I say let's go for it. Narset's ability definitely comes up, but it doesn't come up enough. So let's hope they don't have Prison Realm here. Looks like they may. Prison Realm would hurt pretty badly. So let's not have that happen. Okay, they're just playing a creature. I can handle that. Okay, so I definitely think we block. Let's take a Lynx down and take 4. Yeah. Okay, so it's probably Kasmina time now. Totally Lost does not look great against them. They're super low curve, so I think I'd rather pitch it than Band Together, which can actually kill stuff. That Light Shield's a little annoying. I love that they can't tap any of my creatures. It's great. It's great. Do I just let them kill Kasmina? I don't think we would. I think it would make the most sense to block so that we could at least get to loot again for no mana. Okay, so we're going to block here. And I think I'm also going to block here. Then I'm going to take 3. See if they have a trick. Doesn't look like they do. So, the Conjurant got us a 2-for-1, which is pretty big against an aggro deck. So, we are at 9, but I think we now have the advantage.
Focus on what matters.
I'm going to play the Spinner, and then we're going to leave up mana for either Band Together, No Escape, or Pledge of Unity. All of them pretty useful. They can tap down our Snare Spinner, but I kind of think that's okay. They're like, finally, I can tap something. After a whole game where I couldn't tap anything. Now they can. Sure. I don't think we're that concerned about such a thing. We'll just kill whatever they try to band together. Yeah, so we'll go with Band Together. So we'll go Band Together. Kapow. All right. That works for me. I mean, yeah, if an aggro deck can't win on that initial wave, it's hard to win. And the fact that we had a hand that was like perfect against those tap down guys was kind of silly. All right, so we've more than broke even now. So we're trying to aim for the 7-win deck, which we're getting close to. They attacked super aggressively, sort of surprisingly so. Like, the Conjurant, yeah, I mean, they threw 2 bodies into it to kill it, but you do not want to be doing that when you're an aggro deck unless your opponent's at, like, no life. So, yeah. So, this is a keep, even though Band Together is sort of useless until later, but there's a good chance we draw more creatures, I think. Uh-oh. Like, well, that'll help. If they get off to a crazy fast start, we could be in for some trouble. Like, if they just keep playing Charmed Strays, for example. Luckily, they did not. I don't think we want to play the Conjurant. We're not under enough pressure that we need to throw him out there. Yeah, still not, although it is a little more attractive now. But I still don't think we need to do it. Centaur Nurturer will be pretty good on this board. So they seem to be screwed off of one of their colors. Maybe it is just better to play Conjurant now. Nah, we'll play the Nurturer. Okay, so we're gonna attack. Maybe playing a land would have been worth it, just in case they used a trick, but we could have used Band Together to get around a trick too. So I think we play the Conjurant as a 5/5. Yeah, they're in trouble. That is for sure. We attack with both. Divine Arrow, maybe? No. Then I think I want to play our Grizzly. And Paradise Druid. Alright, we got them there on the 7-win deck. Our last 2 opponents had some mana problems, so that certainly helped. We went from tier 4 to tier 1 already today. Draconic Disciple.